Welcome to Live, life inspired views for every day. My name is Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul. Guess what word I'm looking up before I begin writing this podcast? The word is overwhelmed. Yep, I'm overwhelmed. The definition of this word that fits my present state of mind includes as synonyms engulfed, flooded, inundated. Yeah, those words describe how I feel when I think of what I need to do within the space of the next several weeks. Most of us go through a sense of being coming overwhelmed with many tasks to complete and what seems not enough time during certain times of the year. That's where I am right now. I know it'll work out. It always does. So I am sitting in front of this computer considering what topic I will share with you while in this state of mind. Do you know what I did? I turned to my journal. And the page that spoke to me has my three favorite Japanese words. I have shared them with you before, but that's okay because I've never shared them when I am overwhelmed. In times when our schedules or to do lists get too encumbered, it reminds me of the concept often found in Japanese gardens. It's called miyagakuri, which essentially means hide and reveal. In the beautiful Japanese gardens, you can see a spot with brush, trees close together, something like that. Then, if you step through it, you find a most stunning scene before you. Hence, hide and reveal. You have to look beyond the obvious to see something beyond. Yeah. It reminds me of the four fingers scene in the movie Patch Adams. Arthur held his four fingers in front of his face and asked Patch Adams, "How many fingers do you see?" When Patch answered, "Four," Arthur said with urgency, "No, look at me. Look beyond the fingers. How many do you see?" When Patch said four again, Arthur said, "You're focusing on the problem. If you focus on the problem, you can't see the solution. Never focus on the problem. Look at me." When Patch did that, focusing not on the fingers but on the face of Arthur, the fingers multiplied and he could see eight. When he told Arthur eight, Arthur clapped his hands and said, "Yes, yes, eight is a good answer. See what no one else sees. See what everyone else chooses not to see out of fear and conformity and laziness. See the whole world anew each day." Hmm. Just like Miyagakuri, hide and reveal. It also reminds me of something once said by Roald Dahl, the author. He wrote, "Above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you because the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it." Hmm. Another Japanese word that inspires me is kintsugi. The art of kintsugi is repairing broken ceramic or glass objects and then lining the cracks with gold. The flaw is seen as a unique piece in the object's history, which adds to its beauty. The Japanese have often said, "Your healing is your story. Fix yourself with love." Yeah, isn't that a wonderful, wonderful concept? It brings such peace to my spirit. I think becoming resilient after facing a challenge is similar to kintsugi. When we reframe or look at trauma, challenge, or painful experiences from a different lens, possibly looking for what good came from that bad experience, we can enter into a journey of replacing the brokenness with beauty and gratitude for what was learned or what relationships were created or restored. Like putting gold into the glued cracks of a broken dish. I've shared so many times about the section in the novel Ireland by Frank Delaney. The woman asked the discouraged traveler after hearing his woeful story, "What's the good news inside it?" There's always good news wrapped up in bad news. The final favorite Japanese word is ikigai. There is a book by the same name written by Hector Garcia and Francisque Miralles. Ikigai basically means a reason for being. It refers to finding joy and purpose, a reason to wake up in the morning. It's the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can do to be paid for, which aligns with the concept of vocation. Ike in Japanese means life. Gai means worth, value, or benefit. It's what gives life meaning and motivates us. This word and what it implies for us is one of my favorite concepts, things to think about, ways to focus life. Purpose. As I finish reflecting on these three Japanese words, I can see how each of them reflects tools for or concepts of being resilient. I hadn't thought about that before. Being able to conceptualize some kind of learning into a metaphor or a story always helps us internalize the learning, and then the intention and repetition will bring it into being. We become it then. I'm so grateful for what I have learned, what I can be curious about, because they become tools to get through times of being overwhelmed. When I'm overwhelmed and lay in bed unable to sleep because I think of all the things I need to accomplish in a short time frame, the one thing that relaxes me is to think about different things for which I am grateful, and soon I sleep. These four words help me to walk lighter. So this week on your bathroom mirror, write, I will ponder how I will find miyakakuri, kintsugi, ikigai, and gratitude in my life today. Join me next Monday for Live, Life Inspired Views for Every Day. I'm Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul.